Okay, one of our least favorite haunts that we go to. I'm just kidding, actually. It's one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Longtime favorite haunts. This is Lake Hills. Lake Hills Haunted House, St. John, Indiana. What'd you think, Laura?
Absolutely loved it. I mean, this is one I look forward to every year, and we've been going, and like I said, it never disappoints. And every year, I mean, this haunt has the best. I mean, they have fantastic actors. I mean, every year consistently, and along with great sets, lots of detailed sets, and with the theme, and there's different themes in each area, and everyone they're just, like I said, I can't say enough about this haunt. I mean, I've always loved it. I know the one year we had a lot of Michael Myers that he kept popping up through the haunt, which I absolutely loved. And I know last year he was more out working outside, and of course again this year he was outside again. But before I thought, oh yeah, he needed to be in the house, but actually this year I loved it so much it didn't even matter. And in fact, he probably wouldn't have really fit in to the house. It was perfect how he was outside, because this is a great Michael Myers. I mean, he's got the whole thing down pat. He's fantastic, creepy, and has like the walk and the way he tilts his head. He's great Michael Myers, but he was actually outside. There's a cemetery. He's out like wandering around in the parking lot. He follows you to your car, and I mean, he's just great. So I mean, with him being outside of the haunt, he's like the added bonus, when you're waiting to go in and when you're coming out. I mean, he's just the added bonus. But the house itself, can't say enough about it. The actors, I mean, there's actors everywhere. I mean, everywhere you go, there's actors, and you see one, and then you're looking at one, and then another one pops out. I mean, they're just everywhere, and they all stay in character. They all, I mean, I can't say enough about it. I mean, they make the haunt along with the sets and everything. Overall, I mean, it's got everything in it. So overall, I'm going to say, I know this is usually a 5 chainsaw, but this year I'm going to say it is a 6. It's definitely a 6, one of the top haunts. I know it's early in the season, but I know it's going to be one of our top haunts for the year, if not the best one so far for a professional haunt.
Favorite scene?
Favorite scene? It's hard to say. There's a lot of them, because there's actually like a church scene, and that's great. I mean, the actors in there, but everywhere you go, I mean, even when they have one of, when you go on, what's that called? The tunnel, when it's...
The vortex tunnel?
The vortex tunnel, yes. It's late. So, anyway, the vortex tunnel. You've got actors on both sides. I mean, they've got one behind you and one at the end, so you can't get through. And it kind of leaves you kind of dizzy. And I guess that's the idea, because I get dizzy. I have to look down when I do them. But, I mean, it was just like, wow. I mean, because they were trapping you, and they stayed in character. But even when you went through a kitchen, I don't want to give a spoiler. There's a girl screaming. She's holding like a teddy bear, and she's screaming and like doing her thing. And then you go in, the guy's in the kitchen. He's cooking and wants offers you the pot. And then he goes to the refrigerator for a surprise, something you don't expect. And that's why I don't want to spoil it. But I mean, just things like that. And then even when you go outside, I know I'm talking a lot about this one because
well, we know you don't like it, so.
Oh yeah, right. But the clowns outside, they have the chainsaws and everything, and their makeup and everything is just incredible. I mean, they're great. Along with, like I said, all the costumes and the makeup is just fantastic in there. So I can't say enough. That's one, it's not to be missed. Definitely, like I said, 6 out of 5. 6 chainsaws for Lake Hills. Love it.
And Mike, another first for you tonight. First visit to Lake Hills in St. John. What'd you think?
Best haunt ever. Hall of Fame 6. It's going to be the #1 haunt of the year. I'm going to predict it right now.
Anything in particular that you liked?
The entire thing. There's nothing not to like in this.
Well, that's short, sweet, and to the point.
That's it.
All right.
Do not miss this one. Even if both your arms are broken, you go in there.
All right. Oh, you can't say it better than that.
Right.
Yeah, one of the things about Lake Hills is that it's grown over the years. We've been going there every year since it opened, and we've watched it get bigger and better every single year. Now, I have to admit, the past couple of years we've been saying, where's Mike Myers? Why isn't he in the house? Why isn't he in the house? Well, he's outside of the house, okay? And this year, I have to be honest with you, it was okay that he wasn't in the house. It's all right. We didn't miss him. We loved him outside, okay? So don't think we're slighting Mike Myers, because
he's great.
One of the best things about the haunt, okay?
Yes.
And he was outstanding
this year.
He's the bonus. He is the bonus. That's right. He puts it over the edge right there. It's an extra chainsaw as soon as we spot the guy, because he's fantastic, okay? So he was in the cemetery. He was in the wait line. He was by our car. He was everywhere. He's a great guy. Inside, in the haunt this year, Some things were the same, some things were different. I liked, even the things that were the same were slightly changed. For example, there's a doctor's room, like a morgue, and there's a doctor in there. You see that every year. It's one of my favorites because of the way they have it set up. But this year, the guy who was playing the doctor, he had this mask / makeup scheme on. It was just outstanding. He was creepy. And at the very end, when we were leaving the room, there was a screaming patient. She had an IV, and she was standing there, and she, please help me, please help me, please help me. And so we started going to the next room. The doctor came up, and he went up to her, and he put his hand over her mouth, and he went, shh. And then I turned around and looked at him. He was just standing there, holding his hand over her mouth and just looking at me. I thought that was great. And that was like the first room. So that set the tone for the whole haunt. Outstanding stuff. There's a funeral scene, as Laura mentioned. There's some surprises all around that entire funeral scene. So pay close attention to what's going on over there. There were some changes later on towards the end. There's a great room with some creepy girls in the one of the final rooms. Okay, I won't spoil that surprise.
I know. I forgot to mention that one.
Won't spoil that surprise, but that one's outstanding. There's an industrial area with some boilers. There's some nice video in there of zombies on the wall and things like that. One of the things, if I had to pick a favorite scene. Well, Laura mentioned the kitchen scene, okay? There's this kitchen scene. What was funny to me is the actor. There's a male actor. There are 2 females in there and a male actor. The male actor who's inviting you to dinner, which you often see, it was hilarious because the guy looked like Matthew McConaughey, and he had a southern accent, and he was cracking me up because I had shades of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in my head as we were going through there. It was just very funny. There was another scene with some dolls. A girl there's a surprise girl dressed like a doll. I won't say where she's at, but it's really clever. Well, one of my favorite scenes was sort of a library scene, and there were 3 actors in there, 2 guys and a girl, and every one of them was acting like they would act like this whether we were walking through or not. So the first guy was shaking a bush, like a fake tree, and he's standing in the corner just shaking this tree. That's all he's doing. I don't know why he's shaking a tree, but who cares? It was hilarious. And the second guy is curled up in a chair, and he's just shaking in the chair, okay? And the girl had a book, and she kept banging the book against the wall. That's it. That's all they were doing. Why? I don't know, but it was entertaining. It was outstanding. That's what we love about Lake Hills. All the acting was top-notch. The makeup was top-notch. The set design is top-notch.
The girl with the zipper
in her forehead, okay? She came outside asking us, she was saying that she needed to zip her lip or something like that. And I thought, well, it's pretty appropriate. She's got a zipper right here. It's very good. Just way too much stuff to mention. Way too much. Just go through it. It's well worth it. Get there early because the lines will form, and they do not have a VIP, I don't believe. So get there early because you'll be waiting a long time, and it's worth it. Lake Hills, top haunt of 2014, easily. Could be the top haunt. We don't know yet, but when all the votes are tallied, it'll definitely be up there in the running. Outstanding. Definitely 6 out of 5.